Hi friends, if you are considering a move to Salt Lake City, Utah, you might just want to check out Kaysville, Utah. If you stay tuned until the very end, I will let you know where Utah ranks overall in the United States when it comes to safety. What's your guess? I might just also make you laugh when I tell you a funny story about locked doors and showing houses as well. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. 90% plus of our clients that are moving from California, Arizona, and other cities are not actually moving to Salt Lake City. After being introduced to the suburbs just north of Salt Lake City in Davis County, you will see why. You might just decide that North Salt Lake, Woods Cross, Bountiful, Centerville, Farmington, or Kaysville is a better fit for your lifestyle. In this video, we are going to take a look at the map and explore different driving options to get you both north and south along the Wasatch Front, which is the main living area in Utah. I will share some hidden gems and places that you might want to explore in Kaysville. If you stick around until the end, you'll get a glimpse into the everyday life in the Kaysville communities to help you get a better feel for the lifestyle you can expect. I will show you several options of different properties with a variety of price ranges in the area. If this is your first time to the show and you want to know everything there is about living in Salt Lake City, Utah, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know all the juicy details of Salt Lake City, Utah living and lifestyle. My name is Janet with Living in Salt Lake City. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help to make a move to Salt Lake City, Utah and surrounding suburbs. And we absolutely love it. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. Our contact information is in the description below. We can help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City and surrounding suburbs. Let's get started. Kaysville is bordered by the cities of Layton to the north, Fruit Heights to the east, and Farmington, which is the county seat, to the south. Kaysville is in Davis County and is said to be one of the best places to live in Utah. Living in Kaysville offers residents a rural feeling, and most residents actually own their homes. In 2022, Kaysville had a population of almost 33,000 people with a median age of about 32 and a median household income of almost $122,000. The population is 96.57% white, and Utah is world famous for its beautiful landscapes of having the best snow on earth. Utah is named the Beehive State, known for its strong work ethic, and is among top economies in the USA and the world. Kaysville City is in Davis County, like I mentioned before, and this will be important information so that when you do your research on schools, sport teams, and activities, and other important facts in the area. So this is an up-close look at Davis County, and you can see Salt Lake City to the south, and then we're heading north. So the first city after Salt Lake City would be North Salt Lake, which interestingly enough is in Davis County. Then you're going to run into Woods Cross and Bountiful, Centerville, Farmington, and then Kaysville's right here. So this is what we've been kind of focusing on today, and continue on and you'll find Layton, Clearfield, Syracuse, West Point, East Layton, and then you have Fruit Heights over here as well. So that is your Davis County map. And as you can tell, like you have this big mountain range. This is the Wasatch Mountains. Over here, you have Utah Lake. So when we refer to the Wasatch Front, it's the area in which you can build and where people can populate. And it is obviously limited by the mountains and the lakes. So in Kaysville, it's really nice because you can jump on the I-15 and you can get to Salt Lake City. You can get there, 20, maybe 25 minutes. Same thing with if you want to go I-15, you'll loop onto 215 and you'll be at Salt Lake City International Airport in about the same time frame, 20, 25 minutes. So it's really nice and close. So if you're a traveler or you travel for work, it's going to be an easy commute for you. And then if you're interested in all the activities that are happening in downtown Salt Lake, it's going to be easy to get there as well. And then I wanted to show you some other fun things that you can do in the area. let's start with Boondocks. Boondocks is a really fun little place to hang out in Kaysville. It is a little fun, like family play center. It's fun for adults as well, not just children. But these race cars are really, really fun. I get really excited. I've raced my children in these cars more than once. They have bowling, and then they have these little water bumper cars. They have a lot of fun activities here. So it's a great place if you're looking to have a good time. And they have places to eat. Here's a nice little map of the area so that you can see what that looks like. So another really fun place that you might enjoy if you decide to move to Kaysville, Utah is Cherry Hill. It's a cute little campground, but it's also a water park. This is an image of a campground there. And when people are poor enough to have tents, no, just kidding. I mean, some people really love tents because it doesn't have anything to do with status, but I must confess, please don't be a hater, but I am not a camper in tents. It's not my favorite thing, but we typically once a year, we'll get out our tents and we will head out with my family. So my siblings and their children and my parents, and we will pitch a tent and we will actually camp at Cherry Hill. And I know you're probably laughing at me because you're like, ooh, big camper, but there are actually real live bathrooms. There are not porta potties and there are showers. And then there's a whole water park. So that is my style of camping. And we actually really enjoy getting together and having a lot of fun. But see, I would rather do something like this, like, you know, just bring the RV and have the awning and have the air conditioning in the RV and all that jazz. But the water sites are a lot of fun. And we love the lazy river, like just making a big old chain and going around in the tubes. They have mini golf, which is fun, but we usually just like to be in the water because we like to go when it's hot. One year we went in July, and obviously the name Cherry Hill, there are a lot of cherry trees. And so all of the boys were climbing up in the trees, gathering cherries. It was a lot of fun. There were some delicious cherries there when the cherry trees are ready. So anyway, some fun images of Cherry Hill and just my best suggestions. If you're a real true life camper, like there's so many mountains that you can go in and get lost in, and you can be as animalistic as you want to be in your camping adventures. That's just not my jam. So I stick to something more like this, but I thought I'd share with you about Cherry Hill since it is a fun family favorite. They now have like cabanas you could rent if you want to get a little fancy and have your own shade. So there you have it, Cherry Hill in Kaysville, Utah. Okay, so Utah is known for the greatest snow on earth. It is more than just a marketing hype. The powder in Utah really is different. Most storms that hit Utah develop over the Pacific, then they travel inland, losing moisture density as they go. So after passing over the Great Salt Lake, they pick up speed and they get colder and drier as they spewed all over the Wasatch Front. So the effect is perfect for skiing because you have a nice powder. And I guess that's like science. So 4 of the closest mountains that get the most snow in Utah are Alta, which is about 25 miles away and about 50 minutes from Kaysville. And then it gets about 560 inches, which is almost 47 feet of snow dumped on it annually. That is the highest snowfall in the state. And then Solitude, which is in Brighton, they also have 30 to 45 minute drive from Salt Lake City, but actually from Kaysville, it might be more like an hour. And they have 500 inches, that is almost 42 square feet of annual snowfall. And then next in line for the most snow in Utah, so Snowbird is located 6 miles up the Little Cottonwood Canyon, and it has a beautiful scenic drive, which is about 45 minutes from the downtown Salt Lake City airport. It makes it a great little trip for someone who's doing a ski in, ski out as well. But anyway, I've pulled up some pictures. These are all images of Snowbird and the ski resort. You can see all the different mountain runs that you can choose from. People really, really do love to come to Utah to ski. So a great benefit of living here, if you are a skier, is having so many options of places to go ski. Here are just some really cool images that you can see of Snowbird. Now I'm going to switch to some images of Brighton. And I have a story to tell you about Brighton because I took ski lessons when I was in junior high. It's something I got for Christmas and I was over the moon. So we would jump on the bus, me and my friends, and they'd take us up to Brighton and then we would have our ski lessons. It was my first year and I was on the bunny slopes, but Juan Carlos, who was a really, really cute guy in my math class, was an expert. And I just thought that he was so adorable, and he came over and he's like, "Hey, Racia." And so I was like, heck yeah, let's go. I mean, cute boy talking to me, let's race. Like, what could go wrong? So I jump on the ski lift, which I have to tell you, I really don't understand ski lifts, and I don't know that I ever successfully was able to get off the ski lift without having some kind of drama. So my first mistake was we get to the top, I'm supposed to look so cute getting off the ski lift, and I fall. I mean, it's a disaster, but I get up, I am composed, I am ready to go. And I just think like, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm going to win. So I get to the top and I just go like straight, like I go straight. And Juan Carlos is doing like these, is it called slalom? Shoom, shoom, shoom. Like he looks so elegant and he's going back and forth and I am flying. And it gets to the point where like, I don't even know what to do. Like, and there was nothing in my head. And I thought, oh my gosh, I just have to sit down. Like the only way I'm going to stop is like, I sit down. So I sit down and I am going so fast, my skis go flying. And that's why I pulled up this picture right here, because this is in all actuality where one of my skis went flying. Because I hit the bottom of the hill over here, and one of my skis ended up like in this area. How it happened, I don't even know. But they had to stop the ski lift because they had to recover one of my skis. The other ski went the other direction. And all I know is that I had a grin on my face from ear to, I mean, I might have felt a little stupid, but Juan Carlos comes over and he goes, "Wow, you win." To this day, I don't know if he was like so impressed with me because like that was so amazing and stuff, or if he thinks I'm crazy. That's kind of like my best ski story. So as you can see, Brighton has some really cool places to ski, and I do love Brighton, and it does give me warm fuzzies when I think about, how impressed Juan Carlos was with my amateur skiing skills. Okay, so now I'm going to pull up a little map of Kaysville. So as you can see, this is Kaysville. And in the vlog video that I did the other day, I actually focused on this east section. And so today we're going to focus on the west section. So I'm going to pull up a couple houses for the exact, and then we're going to talk about some of the features and what you might like about it. Again, the east side of Kaysville is the more historic part. You will find older homes. You will find a lot more beautiful, large trees, vegetation, stuff like that. The west side, you're going to have significantly larger homes, at least a portion of it. And yeah, so let's just go from there. Let's start with this home right here. So this one is listed at $842,000, and it is 6-bedroom, 4-bath, and it has just over 4,000 square feet, and it was built in 2016. So they have some really cute upgrades. Let's look and see what they have. Let's see all the photos that they have. So solar, check out my little video on solar. I have lots to say about that, but I'm not going to go into detail in this video, but in my other video, I do help you understand the ramifications of solar and how that affects your equity when you have solar and you sell a home. I have some height there in the garage for extra storage, and covered deck. That's like these little mud rooms are really popular. So those are a lot of fun. And then something I wanted to say, let's go back and see the power lines that are here close. I think it's important to note that the closer you are to power lines, the more it could potentially affect the value of your home when you go to resell it. Some people are very, very afraid of living that close to power lines. They do kind of give a buzz and an energy off, and there are a lot of ideas about being close to power lines that do freak some people out. But if it's not a concern to you, that's great. Just remember that resale value wise, you want to be cautious about power lines because it does affect your value. So you might get a discount, but then remember, you'll have to give a discount when you sell your home. I thought it would be fun to show you this. So in Utah, it is a really popular feature to have a cold storage. Typically that is built in under the porch and it keeps everything nice and cold so you can still store your food for many years. One of the reasons why this is so popular is that Utah was settled by the pioneers, which are the members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It is a popular belief amongst them to have preparedness, meaning that you should have 6 months to a year worth of food supply. So personal issues that I have run into with trying to collect a 6-month to a 1-year food supply. Rotation. Just the other day, I had some cans explode. It was like a fruit cocktail, which apparently I have not used in over 10 years because the cans got all ooey, gooey, sticky in my pantry. So I still haven't even cleaned it up. I have to clean that. But I have that. But check this out. We have a can rotation system that would help me a lot. So if you are going to do food storage, if you think that's a cool idea and you would like to be prepared for any kind of an emergency, I highly recommend that you get some kind of rotation system. Another thing you don't see in this picture, something that you might want to take into account, like I got a big barrel of water. I had some neighbors say, hey, we're all getting these big barrels of water to be prepared. So do you want one? And I said, yeah, great. That's an awesome idea. Like I want to be prepared if there's an emergency and have big barrels of water. I didn't know that you needed to have like some kind of a, way to get the water out. So I had to get this big funnel kind of thing. It looks like a really big straw to me, but glad that I figured that out because, if there's an emergency now, at least I can get the water out. Then my mom gave me this great like gas stove. She said, hey, if there's an emergency, now you have like a gas stove to cook on. And I was like, that's really cool. Except for, what I don't have is a propane tank. So I don't know how prepared I'm going to be if I have to use a gas stove and I don't have propane. Hopefully I'll be able to buy propane, but if not, like it's all for naught. So anyway, those are some of the flaws that I have seen in my own personal preparedness system. So don't make the same mistakes I've made. And if you are looking for a place where you could have a good cold storage, this home has it. So there you have it. Here's some fun facts about this home on the west side of Kaysville. So now let's look at this home. This is over here on the west side as well in Kaysville. So it is listed at $1,150,000. It has 6 bedrooms, 4 baths, and it's almost 4,500 square feet. And it was built in 2007. So let's take a look and see what we think about this house. It does have some great trees. Nice little entry, some vaulted ceilings. Like the flooring, the woodwork here is very nice. Fireplace is an upgrade. Staggered cabinets, nice. Well, I guess that's not really considered staggered, kind of is. Hooks, not necessarily a huge mudroom, but you do have some hooks and a little bench to put some shoes in there, item. Okay. Walk-in closet. People are obsessed with like these big pillows or like big bags, like that you can, bean bags that you can use. Those are really, oh, look, they have another one. I wasn't kidding. See, people are obsessed with them. And they have like the second kitchens. That's a really, really big popular feature right now. Part of the reason why is because if you do have like a complete second kitchen, you can add a laundry. And as long as you have an outside entrance, you can actually do what's called house hacking, split your house and have someone rent your basement, make a little bit of extra money towards paying your house payment. Again, another storage area. This one is not nearly as organized and they do not have a food, but they use it for just other storage. Having a water softener is really nice in Utah because you do get hard water deposits. So it is really nice to protect the different faucets and things like that in your home. Yeah, this is a fun little house. So again, power lines. So I already told you about that, a decision that you'll need to make. Does it bother you or not bother you? But look at that gorgeous mountain view. These are actually looking to the west. And then here's a beautiful view of Kaysville and all the mountains that are surrounding it. Isn't that beautiful? Yep. If you like mountains, you will like Utah. So here's another really fun home that I thought we would look at. This one is listed for $1,600,000 and it is 6 bedrooms, 4 bath, and almost 5,500 square feet, and it was built in 2017. Something fun about this home is that it is a fabulous one owner, former award-winning parade home in Sunset Equestrian, and it is a very well-appointed subdivision, and it has pickleball courts, and it has tennis courts, swimming pools, and trails, and it has a great proximity to schools and city parks and the freeway access. So do you know what a parade of homes is? Do they have that where you're from? It is actually a showcase of new, often luxurious homes. There you can both see new construction and remodeled homes. The very first recorded home tour event organized was in St. George. What is the best parade of homes in the United States? For 44 years, the Utah Valley Parade of Homes has become one of many residents' most favorite thing to do. Last year, over 25,000 people attended the Parade of Homes. Like I said, it showcases both new construction and remodels, and it gives you a chance to explore and compare different construction styles, architects, builders, and designers. The event has a fascinating history that over time people have come to understand that it can help you make informed decisions about purchasing your home. And when I was a teenager, I remember that my mom and her sisters would get so excited to go to the Parade of Homes, and they would love to compare the things that they liked, the things that they didn't like. And one year they invited me and I went, and I have been hooked ever since. I think for me that I really feel like homes reflect people's lifestyle. I was fascinated by their choices of color and all the different things that they chose to decorate their home with. And so to this day, I enjoy going to the Parade of Homes. In fact, I have my tickets for the upcoming Parade of Homes, which is coming in just a few weeks from now. But some of the things that I love are the large butler's pantry, mudrooms, and different updating like that. So let's go ahead and look at this home. I think this home might even have what's called a wet room, which is a bathroom where you actually put the tub in the shower. So let me see if this is the one that has, I think it's pretty cool. So here we go. Let's see what this home has to offer. Yeah, the Parade of Homes, they just allow people to just walk all through the home. You can take pictures, you can ask questions. A lot of time there's builders that are sitting out front that are promoting their business. So if you wanted to do new construction, they can tell you about their company. This is a really cute little built-in bench. It's a table, which is kind of an extension of your island. It's really cute. Yeah. There's the large butler's pantry, which is really fun. The mudroom, which everybody loves these days. Okay, so we can't see it 100%, but yeah, see how the tub is actually sitting within the shower and you have that European glass. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful feature. So the tub sits right in there in the shower section. Really popular right now. Gorgeous fireplace. A great option if you're looking for a home like that. They have a theater, they have a little kitchenette, family room, play area, built-ins. You've got some great features in this home. Lots of natural light from all those windows. They actually have a little mini, what is that, like a golf putting hole? I don't know, is that what you call it if you're a golfer? But yeah, they've got that. Built-in trampoline. Very, very cute. I like this one. There you go. And it's nice that they have a 3-car garage. They have a little entry driveway. So that's a good choice. So here is another home over here on the west side. This one is a new construction and it is listed for $1,859,900. It has 6 bedroom, 4 bath, 5,696 square feet. And it is obviously a new construction. It is with Symphony Homes and it's located in the Preserve is the name of the community. And it's one of the most beautiful communities there in Kaysville, and they are anticipating to add a finished fire pit and a pickleball court. So that's really fun. Obviously, you have that craftsmanship exterior on there. So let's look at some of the pictures. You see that really nice modern feel. I think this is actually 4-car garage. I think it's 2 and 2, which is, people have a lot of toys these days, and having all that extra parking is very nice. I loved the covered patio there. And then obviously you've got a pickleball court. Very fun. Look at the view. Look at the sky. It's just so pretty. I love woodwork. Great vaults. Lots of natural lighting. Beautiful fireplace. It gets really chilly in Utah, so having a fireplace is very nice. You know what? Do you have kids? Do you ever wonder, like, see how this is open railing? I always am concerned. Like, I just know my kids were pretty rambunctious, and stuff would have been thrown on my head every time. And I know I have plenty of clients who get homes like this, but personally, I just don't think my children would not throw stuff over there. But that's just me. Yeah, so gorgeous. Built-ins. Yeah, this one doesn't have that fancy like European glass with the tub sitting inside the shower. They still did a traditional, this is still considered a grand master bath. When they use that term, that means that it has both a shower and a tub. So that's very beautiful. And it is European glass. It's just not the one that you saw before. Here are the beautiful mountains and a church. It is very, very common that you will see a church every few blocks, again, with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and the number of participating members in Utah. That is very common to see churches in the area. So you will see those everywhere. Again, second kitchen, kitchenette. It's not a full kitchen. That's nice. In the basement. I haven't seen mirrors on a wall in a really long time. Maybe they're going to do a little dance studio or something. There you have it. I just thought it would be fun to show you some other images. In Utah, they really are. You will see buildings like this every so many blocks. This is actually the Salt Lake City Temple, which is a different variation of church. And you can see inside. If you ever wanted to attend the church, it is open on Sundays, different schedules, and everyone is welcome. So there you have it. I promise to tell you where Utah ranks in safety. It actually ranks 4th safest state in the United States, according to World Population Review. I probably shouldn't tell you this, but there are very many people in Utah that simply just don't lock their doors. It is not uncommon for my clients to tell me when we're listing their home that they don't even have a key to the house, or at least they don't know where they can find one. Some do lock their doors, but then they leave the one from the garage to the home unlocked all the time. And guess what that means? Panicked calls when their home had showings and someone decided to help them to be safe and locked all the doors, and then they can't get back in anymore. So that's something to note. And I've learned that it's important to get a spare key so that when you have new keys, when you're listing a home for sale, you don't get locked out. I do have a funny story to tell you. I have an agent friend of mine who was showing homes, and the listing agent said that the sellers were just going to leave the door unlocked, and so it would just be open. That is common. And when they got to the home, the door was locked. And so the buyer was really, really wanting to see the home. And so they were like, I got this. So they went around the back, and then all of a sudden she came to the front door and she announced like, hey, the door's unlocked now. So, here I am. Everyone can come on in. And it was like, well, how did you get in the house? And she goes, well, I just squeezed through the doggy door. I mean, funny, but real. And it was all funny until they started looking around the home, and it was a very, very different layout than what they had on the paper. And when they were leaving, they were really, really confused. And my friend looked over and she realized that there were 2 homes in a row that were both listed, and they had indeed gone to the wrong house. So they had broken into the house, and the house that they were supposed to be viewing was next door. So no one came out screaming. There was no police report filed, but I guess it worked out. But just know that, yeah, I mean, that can happen. So anyway, now that you have seen around town in Kaysville City, Utah, you might want to compare it to the surrounding areas to see if you feel like they might be a better fit. So stay tuned. I have lots of videos. I have North Salt Lake, Bountiful, Woods Cross, West Bountiful, Centerville, Farmington, and I'm always doing new ones as well. So if you want insights into your specific situation, let's chat. I can help you evaluate the best fit for you. We will help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah.